Before we begin, please subscribe to the channel and leave a like. For you it's just a couple of seconds, but for me, it's a huge support. Thank you. Now let's move on to the story. I'm lying in a white hospital room. White walls, white sheets, white light cutting my eyes. Only the bruises on my body remind me that life is not white at all. I am Erika, and I want to tell how I ended up here. Maybe someone will hear and not repeat my mistake. I was born in a small town, where people had only two paths: work for pennies all their lives or leave. Since childhood, I dreamed of moving to a big city, studying, becoming a designer, building a career. But fate decided otherwise. When I was 14, my mother died. After her death, my father started drinking. My younger brother and I became orphans with a living father. He couldn't cope with the loss and drowned himself in alcohol. There was no money at all, almost no work. We lived in poverty. My brother wanted new sneakers, but there were none. I tried to be both sister and mother to him. But I myself dreamed of a normal life. I wanted my father to wake up, but instead he sank deeper into the bottle. I finished school and left for the city. By day I worked as a cleaner, washing other people's luxury. In the evenings I worked part-time in a small cafe, carrying trays, smiling at customers, though my legs refused to obey. Most of my earnings I sent home, for my brother's studies, his pocket money, so at least he had something better. The rest went to rent and food. That's how I lived in the big city for almost 5 years. I lived without sleep and strength, but held on to the thought, my brother must graduate. He must break free. That gave me meaning. And then, in the cafe, I first noticed her. A girl, beautiful, well-groomed, as if from the pages of a magazine. She came often, sat at a table, ordered coffee, and sat calmly with a light smile. I immediately realized, she lived in another world, where there were no dirty floors, heavy bags, and endless exhaustion. Her name was Kate. We began to exchange words. She asked about my life, I, about hers. The answers were short, but I already knew, she wasn't poor. Two well-groomed hands, expensive dresses. You're beautiful, Erika, she said one day. But why are you killing yourself for pennies? What else can I do? I smirked. I have a brother, a father. I need to help. There are other ways to help, she said. Those words stuck in my head. But I didn't ask what she meant. A few weeks later Kate came again, this time with a friend. They laughed, talked about brands, trips. I listened with half an ear and felt like a spectator of a movie about a life unreachable for me. Before leaving, Kate stopped me at the counter. If you want to really earn, find me. She slipped me a business card and smiled. At home I looked again and again at those letters and numbers. In the evening my brother texted, Erika, can you send money for textbooks? I replied, of course, little one. Inside, a thought began to stir, maybe I should find out what job Kate meant. I hesitated for a long time, but every new transfer to my brother, every late payment brought closer the moment when I dialed her number. Hi, this is Erika. You mentioned a job. My voice trembled. On the other end there was laughter, finally. I knew you would call. We met in the evening at a restaurant I would never have entered myself. Kate sat in a red dress, surrounded by confidence. I felt like a little girl in someone else's world. Listen, she began, you're smart, beautiful. But you'll collapse if you keep dragging rags and trays. I'm offering another path. What kind? I asked, though I guessed. Escort. I froze, lowered my eyes. I'm not a whore, I said. Erika, she leaned closer, her perfume hitting my head, this isn't the street and not cheap clients. These are men with money. They pay for beauty, for your time. You can't imagine the life waiting for you. She showed me photos of travels, hotels, bags, jewelry. Everything I could only dream of. This could be yours, Kate said. The main thing is to help your brother. You'll be able to pay for everything for him. I thought of my brother, of his childish messages. That was stronger than anything. Is it dangerous? I asked quietly. Everything's under control. We only work with verified people. It's better than cleaning other people's toilets. That evening I came home and stared at the ceiling for a long time. Fear and hope fought. Maybe just a couple of times. Only for my brother, I told myself. My first time I remember like yesterday. I didn't know what to expect, but Kate held my hand, calmed me, gave me advice. We went to a restaurant. The man turned out polite and decent. Kate winked, "It'll be fine." In the hotel I was trembling, but said straight, I'm a virgin." He nodded calmly, laid me on the bed, and was gentle, attentive. In the morning he disappeared, leaving an envelope with money. The amount, for one night, was what I would have earned in half a year of cleaning. I thought of my brother. Of how this money would help him. But inside there was emptiness. From that day I started going out more often. Kate arranged it so I had no time to doubt. Clients were different, silent, talkative, gave flowers and jewelry. But all disappeared by morning, leaving money and the smell of expensive perfume. I rented a luxury apartment, bought everything necessary for my brother, sometimes sent my father money. But every night, falling asleep alone, I felt emptiness. Money pulled me back into Kate's world. Just until my brother graduates. For him, I told myself. Time flew. 4 years. I changed. I was no longer that girl with a rag and tray. Expensive dresses, heels, beauty salons, shiny hair, sparkling nails, skin scented with luxury creams. I got used to it. I was like a magazine cover. I could be different. Today a brunette, tomorrow a blonde, the next day with long hair, then short. Sometimes I didn't even know who I was. In the middle of it all, I lost myself. I tried everything I had only heard of before. Alcohol stopped being a holiday, became medicine. Then came pills, drugs, recommended by Kate's friends. With them you could smile even at those who disgusted you. I traveled abroad, Dubai, Paris, Istanbul. Hotels, yachts, pools with sea views. On social media, a happy life. But inside, silence. After 2 years I bought an apartment. Money changed life, but not the soul. Every evening started with a glass, sometimes ended with a pill. The shine of clubs, men's applause, all faded. Something inside was dying. I tried to quit. 1 more week, and enough, I promised myself. But the calls never stopped. Money kept me in a cage. I was afraid of poverty, of counting every penny. The men became cruel. Some thought they had bought me completely. One left me on the highway at night, barefoot, with a torn dress. Another dragged me by the hair. I looked in the mirror and didn't recognize myself. Bruises, emptiness, laughter in company, dancing, alcohol, and then tears in the pillow. And still I stayed. The world pulled me in like a swamp. For years that bought everything, except happiness. I stopped buying luxury. All the money went to pills, alcohol, cosmetics. A new day was like the last, the same circle, with no exit. I hated myself, but even more, the dependence on that dirty money. I lived for the next envelope, the transfer, which again went to pills and alcohol. One day I realized, I live in hell I built myself. Now I lie on this hospital bed and can't believe I survived. I cry, my hands shake, remembering that night. He wasn't a client, he was a beast. His eyes burned with lust, and I begged, please, please, don't touch me so roughly, it hurts. He didn't care. He beat me, threw me against the walls, ripped out my hair while I screamed. I begged him to stop, I screamed, he laughed, now you're nobody. They drove me out of town that night. The cold wind hit my face. Half dead, beaten, I lay on the ground and whispered, God, why? Why am I still alive? I thought I would die on the outskirts of a strange city. Maybe it would have been better if I had. After all this, I am no longer the same. Broken. Empty. A shadow. This is the end of the life I knew. I will return home. There's enough money for my brother to finish his studies, for a roof over our heads. And I will get an ordinary job. Even if the salary is small, even if it's hard, but it will be life, my life. I no longer hope for happiness. I don't think I'll meet someone who will love me. But I want to start a new life. I want to be free. If any girl hears my voice, if even one of you is standing on the edge, don't go where I went. Don't sell yourself. It's not easy money. It's a slow and terrible death. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your soul. I gave mine away and return empty. Don't repeat my mistake.